Hello, this is Rabbi Mark Angel at the Institute for Jewish Ideas and Ideals. Our institute stands for an intellectually vibrant, compassionate, and inclusive Orthodox Judaism. Please visit our website at jewishideas.org. If you have questions that you'd like me to address on this YouTube channel, please feel free to email me at mdangel@jewishideas.org. We're always happy to hear from you. The issues that have been raised recently relate to the role of women as religious leaders within the Orthodox community. This has gained some notoriety or some popularity among the different aspects of the Orthodox community, especially in light of the recent graduation ceremony of students from Yeshivat Maharat in New York in June of 2013, where 3 women have been given ordination of sorts or certification to function pretty much as rabbis or rabbinic positions within the Orthodox Jewish community. All 3 of these women, incidentally, have obtained positions. They are indeed engaged by Orthodox synagogues for the coming year. On the one side, there are those who say this is a tremendous break with tradition. Women should not occupy these positions. There are all kinds of downsides to this movement, and it stems, as far as they are concerned, it stems from a desire to copy the conservative movement or to erode the basic foundations of orthodoxy. That's on one side. On the other side, advocates see a very big gain for orthodoxy. Instead of just having a pool of men who can serve religious leadership, we just about doubled or more than doubled our potential talent by including women as well. So this seems to be something very positive. Assuming that the women receive the same basic training as men and that they are competent in halakhic matters and religious matters and philosophical matters, then what is really the difference between a male or a female in terms of their ability to serve Orthodox Jewish communities? That would seem a logical position. The fear is that if women take responsibility as religious leaders, this somehow changes the face of orthodoxy. It changes the traditional way that people look at the Orthodox community, where there seems to be such a clear division between responsibilities between men and women. Let's stop for a moment and think, what are the responsibilities a rabbi has or a religious leader has? One, the rabbi has to be a Torah scholar to teach the community, to inspire the community to observe mitzvot and to follow the ways of God. The rabbi has to be able to answer halakhic questions. The rabbi has to be a pastoral rabbi that visits people, takes care of them, deals with their spiritual needs. He has to be a counselor. The rabbi has to be often, if he's in the synagogue, an administrator type. There are lots of things that have to be done to run the synagogue, to build a sense of community among the people. All of these things I've just mentioned can be done by women just as well as by men. The only issue we run into is when we come into some ritual matters where the halakha clearly delineates differences between men and women, and where women cannot in the same way function within a ritual context as men. For example, in the synagogue services, women would be difficult in a normal Orthodox synagogue to imagine women reading the services or reading the Torah or even giving a sermon from a position in the synagogue other than in the mechitzah. It can be done. There are synagogues that are architecturally built in such a way that men and women have fairly equal access, but it's not simple. Many Orthodox synagogues are not built in that way. Moreover, men can serve as witnesses, they can do weddings. Women are halakhically proscribed from doing that for the time being. So if women wish to be religious leaders and understand that those halakhic boundaries exist, then there's no objection, as far as I can see, to allowing them to do that. The question is our community ready for this? Is this perceived as too great of a change? Is this perceived as something that breaks with orthodoxy and breaks with tradition? Well, there have been statements by Orthodox leaders saying just that women in positions of religious leadership, in fact, create a new image for orthodoxy, which violates the Masorah, the tradition, the age-older tradition of the Jewish people. On the other hand, there are those who advocate this, saying that it's good for us to have the opportunity to learn from and to benefit from the talents of women who are properly trained and properly committed to the Jewish people and to the halakhic guidelines that the Orthodox community holds dear. It seems to me that the only way we're going to progress on this is if all of us step back and stay calm and realize that whenever there's a change in the system, whenever there's a change in the ordinary way things are being done, there's going to be some people who are very happy with the change, and there'll be others who are uncomfortable with the change. So for those communities who are happy and are ready, I think that's wonderful. They should be able to hire these women and benefit from their talents. On the other side, those communities which are not ready for this, they should take it easy, take your time, and not necessarily jump into the fray and wait until such time as people in the community feel they would want and they would benefit from a woman religious leader. In the meanwhile, no one should condemn any viewpoint either way. Just relax, take it easy, let's see how this develops. In the long run, I think it's for the good of the Jewish people to be able to develop all of our talent and to rely on all of our people, men and women, who can bring leadership and guidance to all of our community. I hope you found this to be of interest. Please feel free again to check in with our website. If you have questions, send them to me at mdangel@jewishideas.org. Best wishes, chazak, chazak, and all good wishes to all of you.